Game crashed. We know there's no point going to the smith. Let's see if we can free the prisoners.
Yes!
This is an insult to my intelligence that some foolish surfacer be respected more than me by my mistress. Maybe she's right. Maybe you are useless after all. I'm gonna teach you respect.
You cannot lose!
Oh, they wanted to fight, seriously. Oh. Well, he could be useful. He has 200 weapon. See if we can taunt him a little bit. He's fine. He's nothing amazing, but he's fine. I'm getting hit quite a bit, though. Ooh. They still require critical hits, but they do a decent amount of damage.
I cannot lose! I will not lose!
Will not what? Lose? Iron key. Some kind of poison. Huge spider web venom. Okay, soft mostly. At least the parts I actually recognize.
Rip you to shreds!
Probably an IO stone of some sort. Potion will cure serious wounds. Haven't seen those in a while. Critical or full heal all the time. Passage leading up is blocked. Alright, so what exactly do I need to do here? I need to find the fugitives, but what exactly do I need to do here? Ooh, warrior, that's a new one.
Hold this spot! Don't leave it!
I need to hold off the warrior. Plus 23 attack, so it's about 43 at maximum. I think we can switch to expertise. It's not that good. Yeah, I don't really need to do anything. Right, they're gonna clean up. Warrior dropped something. Sword. Right. This doesn't look like a place I would like to rest in, so we'll do some manual healing. You can drink potions, can't you? It's a small area. I would be surprised if the warrior was the best taken after. Jewelry. Normal jewelry. We lost the orcs, so hopefully we don't encounter too much trouble here. Storage room. Neutralize poison. Well, I suppose it's always a possibility that even at this point you have some kind of an idiot who hasn't taken new. Well, who probably has protection against poison, but for one reason or another doesn't want to use it here. Some kind of attack focus, for example. You don't want to waste any slots on defenses then. At least defenses that don't really cripple you during a fight too badly. Okay. Right. Need a key.
Attack!
Where are they going?
Nothing. Yeah.
Blackguard, nothing special about it. This on the other hand looks like it could be something special.
Hold this spot. Don't leave it.
Glora. Okay.
Attack!
I'm willing to bet she's the most dangerous opponent here, so... I don't want to give her time to cast whatever she has. Alright. Standard jewelry. This could be a... This could be a red dragon armor. Dardiden's sword. It extra damage versus spells. Armor of blood. Okay, it's +4, +2 to charisma, +3 to taunting. Evil Blackguard. It's a I'd say it's a more fitting armor for us. It also means I don't necessarily have to keep the gloves I currently have. It shouldn't change my armor class in any way. It'll turn the divine resistance and contagion to haunting bonuses. We didn't use the silver key here, so that will go for the prison area. I think if we go kill the spider or driders that were near the smith, we'll get a level up. We Blackguard 10. It's a red armor. I don't want to even start to change its color. It's fitting enough. Black or red, some kind of mix between them. That's always appropriate enough, I suppose, for our needs. Now, there's 5 prison cells. 2 of our prisoners should be there, unless the fairy thingy was one of them. I don't know who we're tracking here. Eliador Hen. Looks like, well, she doesn't look all that capable. Our primary concern needs to be to find our passage forward. Don't care who gives the information.
Greetings and well met.
A surfacer? I don't understand how a surfacer could be here. I'm Eliador Hen, and my brother were fleeing the Durgars when I fell in the Drider's trap. I thank you for killing those abominations.
There are a bunch of Drows from House Benry looking for you out there.
That doesn't surprise me. Alhira would follow us to the end of the Underdark. I hope you're not in league with her then, for whatever she promised, she won't respect her part of the deal. She's a bitch of the worst kind.
You hear footsteps. So they don't allow me to make even the choice to who to trust. Force an issue immediately. Ah, the...
We go from surprise to so slaughter Riders, kill my lieutenant, and on top of it, you find one of the fugitives. I must say, you're very strong for a surfacer. Don't worry about the lieutenant, he was weak. And there is no place for weakness in House Benry. Now bring the slave to me. I'm no slave. But of course you are. You will be a toy for my soldier slave.
We had an agreement. Tell me how to cross the southern chasm. And she is yours to play with.
Fool, do you really think she knows? She wouldn't know her ass from a hole in the ground. Enough! Kill that slave right now, or you will both die.
The slave stays alive until I get what I need.
Come on, Alhira. Till this stops.
Yeah, too fast. Let the fighting begin.
Kill them all.
Die!
Okay. The Bane Ray Priestess is my main target here. We need to play the mage out quickly. The soldiers are basically... No one gives 2 shits about the soldiers. But there's a bot here though. I need to protect the... orcs a little bit.
Attack!
Yeah, Storm of Vengeance incoming.
Die! Try me! Die!
Where's my weapon? Yeah, I can't do anything. But here's the thing, what was I supposed to do? I don't have room to evade the Storm of Vengeance there, so it's either... I basically would have had to use mind affecting immunity ability of some sort immediately.
Greetings and well met.
We need to go for Bainry. Interrupt her storm of vengeance. Hope that these three can manage in the meantime. I might attract some of the soldiers to me anyway. If I can land a knockdown, that should be it. Okay, could we get to the fighting? There's buffs wasting while we talk like this. Kill them all. Move. 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 Yeah, it's too late already. I need her dead. But now I need to live.
Nothing walks away.
The mage is still alive.
Get in step. Follow me.
Out of the storm, people.
Get in step. Follow me.
Shit. I need to go and save that fucker at least.
Attack!
Wizard got killed by the storm. What a shame. So, it was a sorcerer. And your flame shield is bugged. No animation anymore. Let's talk again.
Greetings and well met.
Thank you for giving her what she deserved. After this failure, love will likely feast on her soul.
She smiles.
As for you, stranger, I don't know who you are or what exactly you are doing in the Underdark. But if you are looking for a way across the southern chasm, I can help you.
I'm listening.
I'm too weak to oppose someone who killed Triders, Alhira, and her soldiers. I won't try to fool you, but first things first. We must get out of here.
Turn to the camp. Okay. Let's chat. No? Yes? Let's level up. Increase sneak attack damage. So we either tank really well, or if the opponent is focusing on someone else, we can do massive amounts of damage. Either way is good for me. And maybe extra point of armor class. Right, what to do with the missing point? I'm going for heal. Extra darkness, extra doom, blood frenzy, divine favor, circle of doom, and battle tide. That's an interesting ability. I think it's a bard ability. So an area of effect buff, debuff. Buffs friendlies, debuffs hostiles. Now.
Well met.
Ah, wrong guy. Another step. And it seems you found ourselves a friend. She might be able to help us find our way across the chasm. Of course she will. He gives her a hard look.
I am not your enemy. As I told you, it would be foolish for me to betray you after what you did.
Who are you?
I'm Eliador Hen from the former House of Dor Hen. We were a promising noble house from Menzoberranzan that was overrun by House Benry. My brother and I escaped just before the slaughter, and we're probably the only survivors. When Alhira noticed we weren't there, she went completely nuts and decided to track us down and kill us. That's when we decided to flee to the west for a while. She was able to track us down there, but she failed on her quest, it seems.
How did you end up with the Driders?
When we reached this area, we found an old Durgar ruin. We thought we could be safe there for a while. Sometime after, Drupra Durgar showed up. They were looking for something in the ruin. When they found us, they attacked and we were forced to flee. I fled back to Blingdenstone, the old Swerve-Nibbling city abandoned centuries ago. I didn't know Driders had taken over the city and built their nest there. My brother has been caught by the Durgars.
I didn't notice him there. I guess he is in one of the locked chambers then. Tell me about the way south.
There's a huge chasm south of here. This chasm leads straight to the dark lake of Middledark. You could go around it from the east, but that will lead you to Menzoberranzan. I don't think a surfacer leading an army could pass unnoticed near the great city of the Drow nation. You would have the same problem from the west. It would bring you too close to Mantle Dirith. I could show you a passage going as deep as Lower Dark. This passage leads right under Dark Lake and goes straight to the south. I will gladly show you the way, but on one condition.
A passage leading under Dark Lake?
I don't know how it is on the surface, but this is the Underdark. Many tunnels can lead you to the deeper parts of the Underdark. I know about many caves under the lake. I could guide you, but on one condition.
What condition?
Durgars had taken my brother. I would need you to free him. I'll help you only when I see my brother here with me.
And if your brother is dead?
If he is dead, then bring his body back here. But I doubt it. My guess is they took him prisoner.
Okay, I'll do it.
Fine. I stole this key on the first Duergar scout I killed when they first saw us. Maybe it will help you in the ruin. The ruins are at the southern part of the cavern. I will wait you here with your friends.
Right. Right. So it all worked out. Sure, I want to go back just to kill the Rider Smith. And we got our extra attack, fourth attack. Excellent, so we're probably going to get wider up from this point on. Not sure, it'll allow us to get more feet. That's about it. I suppose I would take survivability, anything that increases attack bonuses. Maybe even fix some of our saving throws, but I doubt it. There's too many good items that provide immunities and the like, so it doesn't hold much value to me. Right. Okay, at this level the map is detailed enough that I can basically navigate through it. Let's assume this to be the prison, simply because it was guarded. Guess wrong. Those are zombies.
Don't leave it.
This section of the ruins has not been explored. Let's try turning undead. No one gives a
Nothing
shit.
walks away.
Their attacks have plus 40. Yeah, they have no chance to do anything. Tormented Sue. Yeah, I don't see anything even remotely dangerous about these guys. Their chance to hit, their attack bonus is too low, so it doesn't matter. They need a critical hit to hit. I can bash the shit out of them without too much fuss. Ah, lower level. Trapdoor here. Huh. Yeah, animation on this doesn't work for some reason. That's not a good sign. Maybe the boulder is the key. Alright, there's another boulder here. Eternal fire. You stand in front of what should be according to what you read in the Durgar book. Durgar Eternal Fire. According to what you saw in the Durgar book, this flame was ignited long ago by Durgar himself in honor of Latuger, the Durgar god. You feel strange power emanating from it. There is an old rack beside it, still full of torches. Take a torch and ignite it with the fire. I have no... Yeah, it's part of our plan, but I have no... I don't know what to do with the fire yet. Maybe the fire is enough that'll unlock a path forward or something. I don't know. A strong wind is coming out from a small hole behind the boulder. You could easily push the biggest boulders to block the wind. Interesting. Do it. What's the point of blocking the wind? Why did I do it? So you can block the wind here too. Multiple places for you to block the wind. Except in this hole. So... what's the significance of that? Let's try to go to the lower level. I don't think I want to block additional holes unless I know what I'm doing, what the consequences are. Strong wind. You could easily patch it using the rocks. No, let's leave it.
Hold this spot! Don't leave it!
Strong Durgar Ghost. How strong are you? Not strong enough. Can I taunt him?
Bring it here! Try me!
Yes. Let the ass kicking commence. I'm not sure what it is, but it feels like once we jumped into the third module, the difficulty level has sort of been, well, it hasn't been increasing. It could be a consequence of a couple of things. First and foremost, because it's the start of a new module, so it might not have the more challenging and tricky encounters right at the start. Alternative could be that maybe the game is starting to suffer a bit from the same problem that a lot of high-level adventures start to suffer from. It is very tough to basically figure out a way to keep the challenge level still going. The sweet spot is somewhere long before you reach level 20. I think it's like it's the how the fuck would I say it? The variety in capabilities that different class combinations and like start to form is basically, it starts out fairly even, well, relatively even. There might be exceptions. Spellcasters like mages tend to be shit at the start, although they have some strong spells like the sleep spell, but usually they're very, they cannot hold their own against quite a lot of other classes initially. Later on they're incredibly powerful, but it's harder to design something that will basically be a very good and challenging experience to everyone. It's you basically, other classes would be totally fucked if you try to make it as hard as you really could for your own type of character you like to play with. I think that's the problem. Because what if you're the guy who plays your adventure didn't design the perfect character? Played around with a few levels. At this point, those levels are incredibly important. It'll make a significant difference in your attack bonuses, number of attacks, about spell levels you can use. So, unless you basically throw a lot of equipment their way, it's very hard to say what they can and can't do. Rangers of Summoning. Maybe I want to summon something, so I don't want to even try to destroy them.
Hold this spot! Don't leave it!
That's a golem. It's not a challenge to me. It's also weak to acid, so.
Attack!
Okay, we might as well take what's here. Laboratory. Invisible guards. Okay. tome. The tome is open to a page describing some kind of experiment using 2 ingredients. Since your Durgar is not very good, you don't really understand the entire recipe. You still can recognize the words mithril and tanari, which are universal words used in every language. There is also a drawing that seems to refer to the alchemist apparatus besides the tome and some kind of power one must use in order to complete the concoction. It looks like an aura one can unleash from himself, and that will affect what's around him. Yeah, it's definitely the incense in combining with something else. I can't take 1x2 item anymore. We can work these clues out later on. Now's the time to clean up. Try to get as many pieces of information as possible. Then work out what exactly are options. The combat opposition here isn't too tough. Ooh, cursed. That's a serious opponent. Also, it's a Skite user. That's a problem because the critical damage or multiplier on that is like 4 times, and the weapon does massive damage on its own. He has an attack of 27, so we need 47. Yeah, this is gonna suck ass. You're still vulnerable to critical hits, but that's not too bad. He doesn't have a shield, so I can see it. Take it down. Take the fucker down. Tormented soul. Who's next? More tormented souls. Altar of Matmerhammer. Forge. This altar has the word Matmerhammer written on it. You stand before an unusual animal. Instead of a flat surface, you can notice strange markings. You have no idea if this is of magical nature. Markings are the same than those on the weapons on the rack beside it. Rope. So we probably need 4 bits of incense for the summoning braziers. To summon a demon to power the forge. Or at least a project of making an enchanted weapon. Yeah. That would be the 4th one. Okay, I have fairy dust too. Why do I have fairy dust? Can't go past this. Right. I think I'll go to the laboratory here and leave things there. We need to figure out what exactly we need to do here. Summoning braziers need the incense. But then what? How does it all relate to this? Why would I want to block the wind in certain places? How does this all tie together? The tome is open to a page describing some kind of experiment using 2 ingredients. Since your Durgar is not very good, you don't really understand the entire recipe. You still can recognize the words mithril and tanar'ri. So we need to get our hands on mithril, which we don't have access to at the moment, and we need to summon a tanar'ri. Summoning the tanar'ri might be the thing that we can do now. Right. There is also a drawing that seems to refer to the alchemist apparatus beside the tome and some kind of power one must use in order to complete the concoction. So 1 ingredient, 2 ingredient. Maybe you still can recognize the mithril and tanar'ri. And then finish it up here in the alchemist apparatus. Power one must use in order to complete the concoction. It looks like an aura one can unleash from himself that can affect what's around him. So what type of auras do we have? We basically have, I suppose, repel undead. That's what we can do it. Naturally, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what that refers to. All other auras, protection from evil, that sort of thing. Some kind of power, but it has to be a power I also have. There were few items here. I don't recall what they were. That's something I can always check though. One of the positive things about recording all this crap. And there were other items that I don't know what they do, what uses do these things have, but there were Drow items. I'm not sure if they're relevant here, although how these places are designed, they very well could be relevant. I'll leave things here, but I still want to check some of the items we've been gathering. Natural armor plus 4. That's better than we can get from bark skin, so if we don't need the immunities, we can switch that in. speedy boots. Spider Talisman. Unique power 1 charge per use, 3 charges. This very uncommon talisman was made by House Benray from Menzoberranzan in honor of Lol, the Spider Queen. It is said it was often used to keep the house at the height of its power. It will summon 3 powerful spiders to the help of the summoner in battle for 1 turn. I think that's 10 rounds. I'm not quite sure what the how many rounds are in each turn. I'm not quite sure about that. I think it's 1 round is 6 seconds, 10 rounds is a minute, so 1 turn. During this time, they will help the best they can, but they will remain under Lol's control, and the summoner must be very careful not to hurt those spiders. Okay, so spider summoning. I suppose we could have used that in certain situations. Cannot identify this ring. That's good. Anything else? There are a couple of minor items. Increases charisma by 2. Benray Officer Ring. +3 armor class, deflection, +1 charisma, improved saving throws, regeneration +2. That's interesting because I like the saving throws and regeneration more. Basically, that's the only reason I'm wearing the Ring of Power, the lesser ring. So this is pretty much in every way a superior item than the lesser Ring of Power. Also, the only reason I sort of wear this is that this provides immunity to fear and level drain, which means I could swift out the amulet. Damage vulnerability, positive energy, 50%. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. That's not actually a. This is not a good cloak to have when fighting against creatures of light. What? I couldn't. For fuck's sakes, I dropped the Ring of Power. I can't have a ring? Don't have enough space for a fucking ring. Yeah, that's starting to be a bit of a problem. I'm thinking of basically putting on the +4 natural armor class thingamajig. I'm not sure it's not about necessity in this case, and I'm not sure. I'm not gonna do it now because I can always drink a bark skin potion, which is slightly weaker, but still I don't have to use any equipment slot for that. Poisoning and diseases are quite often a common thing when fighting Drow and Riders and the like. So I'll keep the amulet for now. Also, the opponents here honestly aren't that good, so yep, I'll leave things here. We'll explore this better, more thoroughly. We'll start by trying to summon the Tanari. Maybe if it's a Tanari they use for this particular process, it could also already be somewhat familiar what's required here and provide a